Today we're going to be talking about salak, an amazing exotic fruit, also known as snake fruit, based on its scaly skin that resembles the skin of a snake. Salak's in the palm family, and it's really cool because it actually produces its fruits at the base of a tree, so it's really easy to work with. Now it does have a lot of spines on it, so you got to be careful, and sometimes when we're really getting in there and working with the tree, we actually use welding gloves. The reason we love this fruit so much is so many tropical fruits are amazing, but their texture is really soft and kind of squishy. Salak is crispy like an apple, and it's really kind of hard to come by tropical fruits like this. The flavors, totally incredible. It's sweet and sour, it's kind of got pineapple undertones, and even reminds me of a little bit of banana flavor. Everyone we've ever given this fruit to loves it. It's a really exciting fruit, and we're so excited to have it here on the farm. Salak also offers great nutritional value, and in Indonesia it's actually known as the memory fruit because of its high content of potassium and pectin. It also offers great nutrients such as thiamine, iron, calcium, and vitamin C. We feel so lucky to be able to produce our own fresh food on the farm and have things like salak that are great tasting and also good for you. I want to give you some tips on growing this amazing fruit. There's a couple ways to propagate salak. One is by seed, and the other one is by removing hijos or babies from the plants and replanting those. First, let's talk about the seed. When you plant salak seed, you're going to end up with about 50% females and 50% males on average. Now this is good because we need males and females in our systems in order to pollinate. What we're going to do in our planting scheme is we're going to start by planting in rows 5 meters apart with spacing between the trees of 5 meters apart. So 5 by 5 spacing. And what's going to happen is we're going to end up with about 50% male and 50% female. Later on, what we're going to do is we're going to propagate the hijos off of the females. We're going to go and dig those up, and then we're going to go back in between our plants and our rows, and we're going to plant every other plant. So now our spacing will be 2.5 meters between plants in the rows and still 5 meters between the rows. Now what that's going to do in the end, we're going to end up with about 75% female and 25% male, which is the ratio we want. So a really important factor to be successful in producing salak is you need to hand pollinate. Now your trees will totally produce fruit without hand pollination, but you're going to have much higher success, and it's super easy to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to come to a male tree, and it's pretty obvious and easy to distinguish between the male flowers and the female flowers. This is what a male flower looks like. They're kind of bright red, long and skinny, and we're going to go to a female flower in a second. But what you want to do is collect these when they're nice and bright red and you can see all the little yellow pollen spores coming out. And we're going to just take this, we're going to go to our female plant, and we're just going to hand pollinate by tapping on our female flower. One really great thing about salak is it actually produces year-round, so you almost always have it in your house. We love to eat it fresh most of the time, but it's great to make jams and pies out of. It can actually be pickled, it makes great wine. You can get creative. Let us know what you find at home to use your salak. One little tip for knowing when it's ready, when it's ripe, is the skin will be a dark brown color throughout its growing cycle. At the very end, it will start to lighten and get a lighter shade of brown, almost whitish. That's when you know your salak's ready to start picking. Thank you so much for coming out, for helping us spread permaculture around the planet. Please like, subscribe, and share with your friends, and we'll see you again soon.